morning, everyone, and welcome to Wake Up Legendary. Happy Tuesday, August 6th. It is one of my personal favorite days. I'm going to spill some personal beans here. It is my 20th wedding anniversary today. So happy anniversary to my husband and I. Yay, awesome. And I saw some other people from our community that also have the same anniversary, which is pretty cool. So anyways, welcome. Happy Tuesday, everyone. I am filling in for Dave. He was, if you are following his social media, if you're not, go give Dave a follow. He was in a little car accident yesterday. He is doing just fine. He's doing well. He's home, a little sore, but we're letting him have the morning off. And I have the sincere pleasure of being here with today's guest, who I'm so excited for you all to meet and hear her story. For lack of a better word, she just is a badass boss. How about that? I think she's pretty amazing. I'm excited for you to hear her story. Before I bring her on, a couple housekeeping items. As you know, we are no longer sending text messages out for when we go live, but we are sending out within Facebook a special broadcast. And it's really cool because it's pretty much the same thing. You get an alert just like a text message. No one can message back and forth. It doesn't get all spammy. It's literally just the alert that we are going live with a link directly to that, to the link to this live feed once as it goes live. And you can join that right here on Facebook. And I'm going to put it on the screen. You just head over to legendarymarketer.com/WUL and we have a pretty link because the other one was kind of ugly. So I made it pretty. And it will take you right to our Facebook broadcast channel that you can join. And all you'll do is get an alert within a minute or two of us going live Monday through Friday with a link to join. And that's it. It's super simple, super easy. So head on over and join our broadcast channel, legendarymarketer.com/WUL. All right. And we have a lot of people in our community, a lot of amazing entrepreneurs in our community, and a lot of amazing up-and-comer entrepreneurs in our community. And sometimes we don't get to see what they're doing because we have so many people in different niches. If you are one of them, if you've had any type of win you are ready to share, we want to have you on the show. You can apply to be on Wake Up Legendary right here at legendarymarketer.com/featured. Fill it out, send it in. What can it hurt? Let's get you on the show. How about that? I love it. Share your wins with us and we'll go from there. All right. Without further ado, I didn't ask her how to pronounce her name. I think it's Sherifa. Let's see if I pronounced it correctly. Please welcome Sherifa to the show. Good morning.
Yeah, Sherifa is easy, right?
It is. I just didn't want to butcher your name because it's beautiful. And I mean, the smile you have lights up a whole room.
Yes. I was wondering if to show my books or not show off my books. What do you think?
I love it. Show them off.
Okay.
Show it all off. It's all good. We love it. We love it. We love it.
Thank you for having me here.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. And, I read a little bit of your backstory. I know we're not going to dive into a lot of it, but I love that really you had that entrepreneur spirit from a young age.
From age 14, I was selling something.
Right? I love that. That is like, you're an entrepreneur. You're just looking for your thing.
Yes.
Right?
It's inside there. And in that audio where Dave says not everyone can be an entrepreneur, not everyone can do this. Actually, it's not for everyone, but it's for me.
Oh, yes, I love it. You're right. It's not for everyone. Sometimes people just need or want in their life just the check boxes and somebody telling them what to do every day. And that's okay. That's fine. But you are a go-getter. You've always been like, all right, how can we monetize this?
Yes.
Where do you think that came from?
I have a fan on here. Let me cut it off. I can't hear you really good. Okay.
Where do you think that mindset came from?
This? I think all the way, although those days they were doing it a little bit different, but my dad was a businessman. And my older siblings were all doing some kind of importing things and selling them. So that's where it comes from, I think.
Yeah.
And also, I value my time a lot.
Yeah. And you're just
so
very,
so
very
if you want to hear a
driven.
little bit about my history, a little bit, just for the audience,
Yeah.
I'm originally from Uganda. I'm an American, but I'm originally from Uganda. I came here when I was 28 years old, and I'm 57 years young, grandma of 2 grandbabies, actually twins. So originally, my background is economics, and then I worked for the Uganda government. I'm originally from Uganda. But this was taxation, like the equivalent of IRS in America. But I worked for 4 years there, and I realized actually I didn't want economics anymore. I didn't want taxes anymore. So actually I wanted to be an accountant. So I wanted to do more, to learn accounting. I ended up in America, but guess what? I did the test and everything, but the college tuition, it was too much. So I chose to, in fact, I looked around a long time ago and I found there was Center for Degree Studies that you could do from home. So that's what I did, an accounting degree, 2-year degree. And then, the model was for me to be home. We ended up having another baby, a mom, and I started a business then after I finished that degree, because at that time I was listening to Oprah a lot. And I listened to Robert Kiyosaki, Dean Graziosi, all those things, all those people. So I was taking the tips, college funds, make sure you have an emergency fund, make sure you have life insurance, all those things. We did everything right. Like, bought a nice home, and everything seemed good. I had started my own business then, which was Create a Book. Are you familiar with Create a Book?
Yeah.
So personalized students' books. So I was doing that. Everything was going good. Like, for example, if we wanted to buy a new car, we could buy it cash. I want to give you the kind of life we had. We were fine. But then one day everything changed. I got a call that changed everything. My husband had had a serious accident. A long story short, 10 months later, with $300,000 medical bills. At that time, it would be the equivalent of $500,000 right now. That was 2010.
Yeah.
So the money was gone. The good life was gone. And then I was worried to die forever, because I didn't know what we were going to do. My husband was not working anymore. I'm the one taking care of him. 2 hours of sleep a night. It was crazy, I'm telling you. But I was not talking to people. I was just, because it was on me, no family, nothing. I took care of him. And 10 months later, he was able to get out of the wheelchair, and he was independent enough. So what I did, hopefully, if you want me to stop, I'd stop. But this is, I think, relevant. Because at that time, this is what was going on. I was taking care of the home. Our baby at that time, she had finished 5th grade. She was going to 6th grade. And we had 2 in Uganda. They were going to good schools. I have a mom. She had a mom. We're taking care, for us, we work double. We take care of here, we take care of there.
Yeah.
So, but everything was good. Now I was seeing everything falling apart. I said, what do I do? So what I did, I had done some kind of cleaning before. I was cleaning offices, right, to make the money for college. And I know about cleaning offices, but I didn't know about cleaning homes. So I said, if you don't mind, I'm like certain.
Yeah.
Sorry. So I said, of course you clean your home, right? But you don't necessarily do it right. So I said, I'm going to go, because if I go to apply for a job at that time, since I had not been in the workforce for a while, maybe they'll have given me like $15 an hour. I said, that can't cut it with everything we have to do. And also, because of the flexibility, my daughter had applied to go into this math science program, which needed express driving to the school, to another district. I had already said yes. All the other children were in good schools. How are we going to change that? So I wanted the flexibility still. So what I did, you see this? What's that?
See, yellow pages. That's old school.
Yes. I said, I wonder what's the best cleaning company around. So I looked and I found one. It was actually 5 minutes away, the way it was. So I said, let me go learn how to clean professionally.
Okay.
So I did that for 2 months. And after that, I learned what not to do and what to do. By the way, if you listen to my story, there is a lot to learn that's connected with the online business we're doing now. Because number one, I want to avoid expenses, too many expenses. So I saw that they were driving a whole hour to go clean a house. I said, if I start mine, I'll not do that. I'll make sure it's close by. They were doing so many things I knew were wrong. So I started my own business and I started building homes on the internet. Worked hard. I brought the other 2 daughters from Uganda. They started the college. I had employees. Everything was going good. Now I was about to turn 50. So when I turned 50, this all going because I was focused on the children and going to school. The other 2 are in college. This one is middle school, high school. I started thinking, I can't do this forever, right?
Right.
And that's when I went online now. Because I used to be online. Remember those books?
Right.
I was promoting them with Google Ads and all that stuff. So I said, I need to go back online, but I have to be making real good money, right? So that's when I went to Dr. Professor Google. And Dr. Professor Google led me to something that Dave, by the way, I didn't say hello to Dave. Please, hello, Dave. And we are praying for you. And congratulations to you on the anniversary and your husband, okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
I went to
pause you for a minute because there's something I want to make sure everyone that's listening grasps. First of all, when you were pushed up against a wall and you went, I need to figure something out, you didn't go, oh, I got to go get a little like 9-to-5 job. You went, okay, I need to have something bigger than that, but I need to learn it first. So I am going to get a job, but my job is to learn how to freaking be a boss in it and start a company. So you grab knowledge to go out and lead eventually. And you grabbed it for 2 months. You went and you found the things that worked, the things that didn't work. And a lot of times I think that's important to grasp is to, as you're learning, to go, you know what? That's not working for me. That's not what I want my brand, my business to do. So now I have this knowledge and something to back it up in my decision. And I'm going to take my brand, my business this way. And I mean, we've been talking a lot about grit. You are the definition of grit.
And let me tell you, my radius was 30 minutes. I would go like this. I said 30 minutes this way, 30 minutes this way, 30 minutes. Anything driving more than 30 minutes, I was not going.
Right.
So if you wanted me to clean your house, it better be not 30 minutes from where I drive. That was the longest I was going.
I mean, so quitting was never on the table for you. You had some obstacles that came your way and you went, all right, let's figure it out. And you did. Let's figure it out. And so many of us kind of get stuck in that mindset of kind of a victim mindset. Like, oh, this happened to me. So now this is where I'm going to be forever. And it's like, you're never where you are forever if you choose to not be. And you went out and said, making my own path. This is how we're going to get out of this.
And if you don't mind me mentioning something else, there's something I did because my 2 daughters, the ones who came from Uganda, they were in college. You imagine, they were in college, but I set up the standard that, okay, anything you want, you're going to buy with your own money, right? So I take them to clean. When they were free, I would make sure these empty homes, I would book some empty homes sometimes. And I trained the first one to clean kitchens, another one to clean bathrooms, another one, the younger one, would be the one vacuuming and mopping. So would go take over a house. I was the one doing the delicate things, would clean, and they were making money and paying for their own expensive phones. Let me show you the phone I used to hold. This one. Can you see this? This is my phone. They wanted to buy iPhone. That say, okay, we go clean. You can buy your iPhones. So that's a lesson for parents that, you know what, you can teach your children also to work with you. And like right now online, they could be doing some work for you, editing videos or something. Then you could pay them and they can take care of their own bills.
Yeah.
Okay, where did I end? I ended at 50. I was
Yeah.
checking Professor Google.
Yep.
And Professor Google landed up.
Many of us know Professor Google. We went to
Yes,
university.
Professor Google led me to, my mindset was not about making money online. It was about another business. Because I still had the books, but those could not pay good margins. So Professor Google led me to a screenshot. Those screenshots that Dave says we can't do anymore or shouldn't do, they did it to me because I believed whatever the guy was saying. And I gave him my money. I paid. There was an upsell somewhere. I even went to an event for that thing. It's a company, I won't say the name, but it failed. So that company was closed by FTC in 2017. That was 2017. So, but then I still believe that out of a bad thing, a good thing happens. So one of the leaders in that closed company said, okay, let's go over here. So that's when I discovered affiliate marketing in another company. And all my training that I knew before I joined you came from that other company. And that was 2018. And then 2019, that was high ticket though. So 2019, after I got this knowledge, when I get knowledge, I get so excited. So I wanted to share. I said, oh my goodness. So the people who keep asking me how to come to USA, I can share this with them so they can work from there, right? Instead of coming to USA, they can be over there and making money. Okay. So that's when I was posting at that time on Instagram and actually made high ticket sales from Instagram without even showing my face over there when I started. So my daughter said, but Mom, you like to talk to people. You like to support people. Why don't you start a YouTube channel? I said, how am I going to start a YouTube channel? Look at this.
Hey, it's not a flip phone. So,
no, it's not, but you can't record video with this.
One that I very dear to our family, who he still has a flip phone.
Yeah. Okay, yes. But I said, how am I going to record? So the young one offered her phone. She said, you could use mine. And then I didn't have light. If you went to my YouTube channel, there was no light, there was nothing. The lesson from there is start. Yeah. With whatever you have, start, right? Yeah. So I started a YouTube channel. I didn't speak with this energy like that. No, but I started. And I called it Take a Step to a Better You. And I still call it Take a Step to a Better You because I said take a step to make your life better. If you don't do it, no one is going to do it for you. So that's my journey. And then in 2019, I discovered a cheaper version of affiliate marketing, the one that could fit my people in Africa, that was international, because the other one was not. It's like this one, how it is, yours right here, it's not for everyone. So I found another one. That's what I promoted through COVID. And then I was listening, guess what? Nathan Lucas. You know Nathan Lucas? Nathan? You remember Nathan? He was promoting Legendary Marketer. Yep. Yeah. So as I was on my channel, I would see him. He was talking about Legendary Marketer, the 15-day challenge. He was talking about, but then as I was listening, he was talking about the blueprints. And at that time, I was just paying bills. I couldn't have that kind of money, right? Right. And I knew that's the other point to learn from this, that someone could be reading your emails, someone could be watching your videos. You don't know actually what they are thinking. Because I was thinking that when I make the money, I'll buy the blueprints. See what I mean? Because that was, I think 2000. When did Legendary Marketers come out? Which year was that?
2017.
Okay, so I watched him in 2019, 2020. But guess what? I bought my blueprints in July 2021. I have the date right here. You see how long it took me? Yeah. And I didn't even join I was watching. I said, that's the thing I'll do next. Yeah. I love your energy to, you know what? There's always something to learn, because you are in a place of, even though you are an entrepreneur mindset, you're a go-getter, you're going to go after it, you're going to figure things out to bring in income. But that's not your main focus. Your main focus is, what do I need to learn so I can serve? Yes.
I can
Yes.
help others. And that's so
No, that one is always
apparent.
there. In fact, sometimes, let me tell you, I don't know if you have the therapist in you a little bit for a minute, and those in the chat. You know, I thought I would see the chat. I don't see the chat. That's sad. I wish I could see them.
Oh,
So
you should.
because
After the show, the chat is blowing up, giving you a ton of love. So after the show, go back through these comments. You will love it.
okay, so
Yep.
because I need a therapy session from you for 1 minute, Joanne.
Mhm.
By the way, thank you for those emails. They are like, I read them, I say, how can someone write like this? I love them. The recent one about greed, I loved it. Anyway, so I was about to talk about what? The therapy. That this is the problem. You know, when David's talking about the where we grow up,
Mhm.
because I grew up, if I told you my story, you'd be shocked. Wars. They're having wars every day. They have another war. We are in school. They're closing schools. Finding a book. I remember the first time I stepped in a library in the US, I said, they have all these books and people are not coming to read these books
Mhm.
because knowledge for me is so special. So
Yeah.
when I learn something, I want to share it. But guess what? You are so excited. The people are not as excited. Then you say, okay, just paid $5. You didn't even log in to see what's going on inside. What's that? I don't understand it. So guess what? I end up reminding and reminding and reminding, and I end up overdoing it. Can you imagine a person, like a man who goes to the store and shops for the whole family and forgets to shop for themselves?
Mhm.
Or make sure everyone gets what they need, but they finish all the money before they got something for themselves?
Yep.
Or a lady cooking food like at home and feeding everyone and forgets to feed themselves? That's me. So the therapy I need from you, please help me. How can I stop that? You know, today I started it. Today, just today.
Oh, today.
Yeah,
How did you
because I
start it
said
today?
today,
Let's start with that. How did you
eh?
start today? How did you start it today? And then I can help you.
Because I said today, I'm not going to remind anyone that there is Wake Up Legendary. I'm not going to ask anyone to come join me on Wake Up Legendary. I'm going to go alone. I'm not reminding anyone. I don't know if anyone is here. Because normally I would wake up, I would send them a message. I said, please make sure you watch it. Please go sign up. Please. No. I said this time I'm not going to do it. Let's see what happens. I'm trying to say, let's
I think
focus.
it's important. So there's a side to that. So there's a balance here. I think it's important to let people know when you're going live or you're going to do something and you want them to join you, but you also don't want to be thirsty, like, oh, please, begging, right? You don't want to come across that way. You
Actually,
should
that's
still be
not.
like, this is what I'm doing. I'm giving away this, and you're going to miss out if you aren't on. I'm going to be talking about this.
Mr. One,
Then
that's
use
not
it.
what I mean. What I mean is this. Like someone paid $5,
Uh-huh.
but you know they didn't log in. You have
Yeah.
to remind them, please, please, please. Now, did you sign up for Wake Up Legendary? Don't miss it. It's good. That's what I mean. How
I see.
yes.
I see. Yeah, the reality is there's a lot of people that sign up and they grab things and they don't log in. That's common with every single course that's out there for a few reasons. One, they're stuck in this mindset if they own it, if it's in their inbox, if they have logins, that it'll magically they've done something right in the right direction. And two, they just don't have a little bit of that self-worth that they need, that they deserve, that they're worthy to learn something new and that they can do it.
But they were excited though. The first time they met me on a live, they were so excited. They want to do it. And then they go and pay $5 and then don't even log in that moment. That's what I don't understand.
Yeah. It just is because now, crap, I got to do work. I got to learn. I have to do something.
You got to learn.
Yeah. So it's just it's constantly, that's where that mindset piece comes in. Because there is that piece of what if I can't learn it? So I'm not even going to try. What if this is too hard for me? What if I'm too scared to go on camera? What if there's a lot of what ifs that go into people's heads, and it actually stops them. It freezes them in action.
Okay, so how do we, but for me, I solved it though, by reminding them. if you check my account, you'll see that almost everyone who bought, just a few didn't do it, but almost all of them I had to remind them. I had to remind them. So, Joanne, let me give you a chance to ask me your question because my stories are so many.
I love your story. I think you're such a great representation, if I could talk this morning, to everyone that's on live and who's going to watch this replay of grit in action, of determination in action, that quitting off the table in action, what it really looks like to make those decisions every day.
Yeah.
And it is work. It does take
Yeah.
some work, but it's being conscious and going, okay, I'm feeling some fear, but I need to figure this out. What's the decision, the next step I need to take to figure this out? And taking that step through the fear. You got comfortable early on taking steps through fear, through worry. But a lot of people, it's their first time really doing that. And it's scary. So I think, and that's your superpower. That's amazing.
But then
And
let me ask you, Miss Joanne, what about when you get a job? So how come when you get a job, you show up every day? What's that then? You show up for another employer, and make their money, but you can't show up for yourself for 1 hour a day to change your life. That's where I don't understand it, right? I say, okay, if you spend 1 hour a day consistently, by the end of next year, I mean, by a year from now, your life is going to be different. But we can't do that. I'm so busy. I don't understand that one. The other thing I don't understand is I don't have the money. I don't have the time. But it's $5, right?
Right.
Yes, you have $5. And thanks to all of you and to Dave that you made $5, yet it's worth over like 1,000.
I know there's so much in there. It's ridiculous.
Huh?
There's so much in the $5 challenge. It's ridiculous. I think there's almost so much people are like, there's no way. And I'm like, no, it really is loaded with that much
the knowledge in that. But although what I would say to anyone listening to me, if you actually brought people on the challenge, I think it's your job to clarify it to them, to tell them that actually this is enough knowledge, because they'll not believe it. They'll not believe it because when I say, they say, but for you have so many videos and you have so many, you know what I say? No. What about you? What you have today and what you have tomorrow? So if today you have one video, record another, and now you have two. If you had another, now you have three. So soon you're going to, right?
Yep.
Yes, you look at your own journey, you compete with yourself. You say, you know what? Yes, tomorrow I got better. And the more knowledge you get, the more confidence.
Yep.
So ask me anything.
It's really that simple. The more knowledge you get, the more confidence you get. But it's also not looking too far ahead, too big picture. I want everyone to dream. And that's what's really cool about our challenge and what we do here. People start to dream about their future for the first time. And then it almost scares them because it seems too big. It seems too far. And that's when I need everyone to go back and refocus to, what's the one thing I need to do today? What's one thing? That's it. Just for 20 minutes out of your day, take off all the responsibilities of answering to everybody else and just do something for yourself for 20 minutes. Watch a video, read a book, listen to a mindset audio, do something for 20 minutes. That's just for you.
Make it your me time. Actually, what I intended to say there, that the people, because they see like I'm doing a lot of things, they want to do what you're doing. But I say no. So you, the person who's showing them the challenge, it's your job to tell them that actually just one TikTok account is enough. Or one Instagram is enough. I have many Instagram or many TikToks, but you don't have to have so many. And when we started, things were very, very different. There was no TikTok. There was no, all those things were not there, right? But there were no shorts in YouTube. Now it's easier to start with the shorts, So it's easier now.
Yeah.
And you guide them. You say, you know what? Go record one TikTok video and see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's about making little steps for yourself and then celebrating yourself that you did the little step.
Yep.
There are so many little steps, and all of a sudden we go, I can't say I'm doing good until I have like 30,000 million followers. And it's like, that's
No.
too big,
In
that's too
fact,
far. I want you to celebrate that you logged in and you completed day 2 of the challenge. I want you to celebrate that you learned a new terminology, a new
yes.
insight into something. I want you to celebrate that you took 20 minutes for yourself, because a lot of us don't,
Yeah.
especially when we have families and have kids. Everybody gets everything else because that mama guilt is a bitch, where
Yeah.
we have to do everything for everyone else before anything for ourselves. But now we're left like, who the heck am I?
But do you know, I think it was Dr. Phil who said that when you take care of you, when you take care of yourself, you're actually taking care of the whole family.
Yeah.
Because as you feel good, as you're happy, now they have a happy mom, the husband has a happy wife. You see what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's making a really conscious switch to going, I'm allowed to take 30 minutes for myself and tell everybody I'm doing something. Give me 30 minutes.
And they'll support you.
Right? And it's okay. And I think it's a good thing to show our kids that you aren't lost in your identity as you become a parent, that you can still have dreams, you can still have goals, you can still have determination. Show what it looks like to work towards something new in your life, that when you turn 30, 40, 50, life isn't over. You can still do new things, you can
I'm
still do hard
67.
things, right?
I'm
And so
67.
I think that's a good example for our kids
Yes.
to see, that life isn't, you don't live everything in your 20s and then life's over and you go get married, have a kids, and it's just done and you
And
get
you
a
know
job. It's not done. You go after that. You go
yeah,
after it at any age. Whatever new is coming your way, you freaking go after it and
Miss
figure
John,
it
do
out.
you know I keep the late Tina Turner's book right here, story? Because she started again, I think it was what, 37, 47, somewhere?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Somewhere
said,
in
if you did that, I can do it too.
right. That's right.
And we just started. So I really wanted to mention, I think Dave would love to know that I really appreciate I know the 15-day program was good because but for me, it wasn't new because I told you about the other program I had gone
You've
through.
done it. Yeah, you've learned some before.
Yeah, but I appreciated the detail and the decade in a day, all that. But this one, I love this one more, the 5-day one, because it's easy, it's quick, and also what he covered, the mindset, that topic of the dynamics. Oh my God, I love that.
Yeah.
And I love the
I love it
audio.
too. I love our new challenge. I love the 15-day challenge. And this one just went even further.
Yes.
What we gave, and I think it's the best
I
introduction
think
to
maybe the
digital
15-day
marketing
challenge
that
for some
exists.
people, the 15-day challenge for some people was a little bit long.
Mhm.
So, and for me, I didn't finish the story where I was saying that what happened, if you look at my record, I fell off. I promoted and stopped because the audience, I want to emphasize this for our viewers here. The people, the who, HWO, the who matters.
Yeah.
Because remember, my intention was to encourage people in other countries, please don't go, you can do this from over there.
Right.
So that it made me promote products only. There were programs that were under $100, the low ticket, because I knew they couldn't get into these, and also they were not allowed into the program. So I got stuck over there. 97 and under, always, it's always like that. But then I made a decision in 2022, 24, this year, to say, you know what? I think the me thing came in. I said, no, I think now I have to switch a little bit. In fact, it came out of something bad. Remember I said bad things happen, good things happen? I lost two TikTok accounts in one day. One had 20,000 followers, another one had 17,000. One mistake in one made to another. I got the one was hacked, and another one I lost it. Anyway, I recorded a whole video about it on my YouTube channel. How I lost 2 accounts in one day. I woke up with 37,000 followers, and by the end of the day, I had 0.
Oh. But did you quit? Did you stop? Did you go?
No. They say, I like to listen to people telling their stories, their backstories, origin stories. I love them because for each story there is something like that. So I said, you know what? They say maybe go take a walk or do something for one day and then cry for one day, maybe be sad for a moment. And that's what happened. So I started off. So because of that, I said, you know what? Maybe it's even time to switch the audience. So that's when I started a brand new TikTok account. And this time I said USA. So USA only. That's the one I shared here. So it's USA only. But I still have the other one. But I got one of them back after 5 months. It's TikTok.
Wow.
I got it because it had been hacked. Yes.
Yeah. TikTok.
That's the general one. But this one, I got into the topic of who. I said, okay, now I'm doing USA. I'm also doing high ticket. That's when I found out another program I won't mention here, and I promoted that for a while, starting January. And then guess what? One day I was looking at my emails, and I saw an email from Dave, and he was talking about faceless training. So that's when I came back. I took off from this one because of the audience. I didn't have the right people to come to the 15-day challenge. The only country that was allowed was, I think, UAE, Saudi Arabia, and South Africa at that time from my audience. So that's why I had stopped. But then I came back after the TikTok issue, and then you sent me that email. I went through the training. You introduced the 5-day challenge, and now I'm here.
I love it. I love your story. I love everything about it. And you're just, let's figure it out. That's really
yes, we have to figure it out.
Figure it out. And there's something you mentioned, and I share this often, is things that stink are going to happen. Losing 2 TikTok accounts, losing 37,000 followers in a day. It happens. All of those things happen. And you know what? Okay, have your little pity party. Go put a timer on if you have to. Take a walk, 30-minute pity party. Poor is me. I'm so sad. This sucks. And then you're going to go, all right, party's over.
Yes.
Let's figure it out. What do I got to do next?
Yeah, I think there are people watching me that could not understand it, how I kept going. Lost everyone.
You just figure it out and you go, right? It just, life happens. And then
so Joanne, I wanted to share how I connect with people. I think it's important.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a little bit different. And I do it a little bit backwards. Okay. You know how we set the funnel and we capture people's emails and send them all the bridge page and all that, right? But guess what? For me, I connect with people first and then I send them.
Yeah, I think that's important. You connect with them through your content, through the DMs, through conversations, through going live, and then you take them to that next stage. And that's really it. You have to build connection and trust, guys.
Actually, I got deeper. I got deeper than that.
Okay.
Yes, I do things that other people don't do because I like to know the people. So I share my WhatsApp number.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Okay. So I used to share it. They overwhelmed me. I used to share it, my email, I think, on TikTok. They overwhelmed me 1 day, 2 days. I spent 2 days without sleeping because they're asking me so many questions. Yes. 2 days. Messages coming and coming and coming. But there is a tip also there. I have so many tips that when I got so many questions, you know what I did? I said, wait. That's why I like YouTube. I said, don't worry, I'll record a video for you.
Yeah.
So I went and I said, okay, they asked me how much it costs, how long does it take, how long does it, all that. I recorded one long video. It's 44 minutes long. So when they sent their questions, I'll just share the video.
Yeah.
I just said, go watch that. Some never came back. I said, go watch that one. So what happens when I connect with people, I get to know, because something else happened while I'm doing this, why I switched it. During COVID, remind me where I stopped here because I'm going backwards a little bit. When during COVID, I was doing it the way they tell us to do. Okay, let them go opt in, and guess what? Because these were people from Africa, the way they behave a little bit different. Giving an email is nothing. You know, when you say opt-in pay, opt-in rate 30% or 20%, you could get 80% or even 100%. You see what I mean? I got 2,000 people in my email in like just a few days.
Nice.
And I say, oh my goodness, these are going to overwhelm me. You know, you have to pay for those lists, right?
Right.
So I switched that. I said, I'm not taking anyone to my email unless I've qualified them. So for me, I don't offer this free stuff. No. I connect with them and I send them the opt-in. Now, when they got the opt-in, I say, go there, you get my WhatsApp. Now, for anyone who comes to my WhatsApp, they are already in the list. The first email that comes out, I share my WhatsApp. So that's when I get to know them, what their goals are, like that. That's how I do it. And then I also put them into a Zoom. I have Zooms. So every single person who paid $5 in my here in Legendary Marketer, I know them. Yes.
Yeah.
I know them. I don't know if this is a good model for everyone, especially if you're. What do you think?
I think there's a lot of different ways to do it. And what's important is to find where your superpower is. Your superpower is sharing your energy, having that conversation. And if that's what's working for you, sweet. I love it. Go for it. If that's what you're most comfortable with, that keeps you taking action, that you feel good about, that's really what everyone needs to figure out with their business too.
Yes.
That's really what it's about. What do I need to do that I feel good about, that I feel aligned with my business, how I communicate, and keeps my business growing and going from there. And that's important. I think that's because there isn't one exact way. There's definitely tools and strategies that are incorporated, and you have incorporated them. You've just found a way that works best for you. And that's a good thing. There's nothing wrong with that. There is no wrong way. That's a good thing.
So is it possible, Miss Joanne, because for you take a look at a lot of figures, do you know the conversion rate right now? Okay, how many people come in for the free thing and then convert to pay $5? Do you know the numbers?
I don't, because that's all on your affiliate side. If you're getting a free ebook, that's all different off of everybody's different audiences and what they're doing. So that varies. And that's not
what's the minimum
for you at this point.
Huh?
But I think it's important that you keep building an email list, which you're doing in your own way, which is good. Some people get on Zoom. Some people do WhatsApp. I don't recommend cold DMing anybody your WhatsApp. That's what you're not doing.
By the way, even the phone will not allow you to do that. It's spamming.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
They come. They do it.
Exactly. You're being the one hunted. They're asking, they're reaching out, and you're building that connection. And that's beautiful. And I love that. And I suggest you, if that's what's working for you, definitely keep doing that. It's all about building connection, guys, first through your content, and then how you further build that connection. Some people are really good on Zoom and having those conversations. You definitely are. I think it's good for people to see your energy. And some people, it's not really their superpower, so they connect in different ways. And it's really finding what's great for you and what works. And that's, this interview has been amazing. Your energy, everything you've shared, the example of a living, breathing entrepreneur of this is what this mindset looks like, and you work on it constantly. And that's beautiful. And I hope everyone grasps that today, that it's always a work in progress.
I can't see what they're sharing. Is there anything they're taking away from what I'm saying?
Yes, definitely. The comments are huge, and they are loving it. And, I want to leave you with the last word before we go. What is one piece of advice you can give somebody that is in the challenge right now? They're actually logged in. They started it. It's so brand new. This whole entrepreneur mindset is new. What's your piece of advice for them?
I think you have to see this as a business. For me, it's business. When you come, don't think about, oh, when I make the money tomorrow, whatever. Think about how you're going to build it. But I would say to those who don't have access to the blueprints, please, let's take the advice from Robert Kiyosaki. He says, how can I afford it? If you think about how long, I don't know how much I have, a minute or two.
Yeah.
Think about how much you spent on education. I know the American education is free, but it's not free, actually. That is what you put in to go, and even the time you put in. And where did it lead you? Okay, you went to school all those years, every single day. I feel like this is the fast way to great education. You see what I mean?
Right.
So please put in the time and do it. It's not much time. Even 1 hour a day, you're going to grow. But also on the blueprints, how can I afford it? Instead of going to buy some shoes or whatever you are planning to do, please put some money in the box. Can you put in a box these days? Put it somewhere. Put it somewhere where it can't come out. And until you can get it. By the way, do you have a payment plan these days? I don't know.
There are some options if you talk to, when you're meeting with your advisor.
Yes, because what I would say to those who are already in the challenge, I know we can promote without having the blueprints, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can apply to promote. But when you're promoting something you don't know actually what's inside there, you don't have the confidence. They say, but what's actually in the blueprints? Oh, I don't know. That's what I mean. If you have to take on a job, 2-3 hours a week and come up with some money to get the blueprints, please do, because you are investing in yourself. And as you get better, you become better, and then other people are going to trust you to do the same, right? And also, as far as the time, we have the time. That one, I disagree completely.
Yeah, I agree.
Look at the 24 hours and find 1 hour a day. It's going to change your life. That would be my message. Yep. And also to those who have access to this program, please. I come from Uganda, originally from Uganda. We come from Africa. Those people don't have access to this kind of knowledge. They don't. So please, value what you have. Value what you have. Other people can't have access to this. Some people don't have bank account, they don't have what you have. Please value it and use it so that when you are in a rocking chair, there, you are like happy you did your very best. So do it while you can. That's my message. Please, this message is for Dave. Thank you so much for sharing your story, inspiring story, for all the energy you put in, all the time you put in. Thank you, Joanne. I love your emails. Greetings to all the people in the back there who are doing all this. Thank you all so much. Please take care of yourself, Dave. We want you back. And happy anniversary to you.
I will make sure he sees this and pass this along. You have to come back and meet him.
I don't know. Let me first go.
A few months from now, let's reconnect. Let's get you back on the show.
Let me make him proud first. I want to work hard and make you proud.
Oh, you already are. You already are. So you'll definitely need to come back. And thank you for coming on.
Everyone in the chat, I can't see you, but this is for you. Thank you. Please send some love to Dave and Joanne and everyone for the hard work they do.
Oh, thank you. And thanks for coming on. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, thank you.
Woo! I love her energy. I want to bottle it up. I want to monetize that energy. I want to sell that energy. Everybody wants that energy. Amazing soul, amazing heart, amazing spirit. If you've missed any of this, go back and watch the whole episode. You will definitely grab something from it that's going to help you move your business forward, your education forward, your mindset forward. And go give Sherifa a follow on TikTok at Take a Step to a Better You. You can find her on TikTok there. And right here, you can find her on YouTube, Sherifa Nakalema, SHERIFA for those that are listening in. Go give her a follow on YouTube as well. That was an amazing episode. Hopefully Dave will be back feeling better tomorrow, but I feel very blessed and lucky to be the one that got to host and meet and talk with this amazing guest today. As always, everyone, have a fantastic Tuesday and stay legendary. Peace.